Good evening, everybody. It is 8:50, almost 8:55, and it is time to go to the Housing and Redevelopment Authority meeting for the City of Edina. It is Tuesday evening, December 20, 2022. Before we call the meeting to order, just a reminder that we are doing these meetings in a hybrid sort of fashion, both in person and in the virtual world. Tonight, there is no public hearing matters in front of the HRA. There is the opportunity for community comment if you want to call in and talk to the HRA about a matter of concern to you that's not on the agenda this evening or scheduled for a future public hearing. Having provided that information, and let's put that phone number up on the screen so people can call in, because community comment is going to come up quickly. If you want to talk to the HRA about a matter you're concerned with, as I said, not related to anything on the agenda this evening or scheduled for a future public hearing, call that phone number on the screen, type in the conference PIN number, you'll get an operator, press *1 to speak, and eventually Director Benarott will bring you into the HRA. So having provided that information, let's call the meeting to order, and I'll ask Clerk Sharon Allison to do the roll call for the HRA.
Commissioner Anderson.
Here.
Commissioner Jackson. Here. Commissioner Pierce.
Here.
Commissioner Staunton.
Here.
Chair Hovland.
Here. We have a meeting agenda that's been published, and people have had an opportunity to review that. Is there any modification of the agenda? Is there a motion to approve the meeting agenda as published?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Jackson moves, Commissioner Pierce seconds the adoption of the meeting agenda. Any further comment? All those in favor of adopting the meeting agenda say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Now we are at community comment, so let's get that number back up on the screen again if anybody wants to call in. While we're waiting for that, I'll ask if there's anyone in the audience who wishes to address the HRA. Seeing no one coming forward, hearing nothing, is there anyone on the line, Director Benarott, that wishes to speak to the HRA?
I have been very lonely online here tonight. It hasn't been a minute yet since we started community comment. Because there's a slight delay in the broadcast, I'd recommend we wait until 8:58 before moving on. So I will come back to you at 8:58 or whenever I have a caller, whichever's first.
All right.
And I think it's safe for you to move forward with the agenda.
All right, good. Thank you, Director Benarott. Let's move on now to what is our regular practice, and that is to go to our Executive Director for any response to community comments made at the prior HRA meeting.
There were no community comments made at the previous HRA meeting.
Thank you. We have one item on the consent agenda this evening, and that is the approval of the potential approval of the tax increment financing policy. Is there a motion to approve the tax increment financing policy, which we just took up at the City Council level?
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion to adopt the tax increment financing policy at the HRA. Motion by Commissioner Jackson, second by Commissioner Staunton. Any further discussion? All those in favor of approving the tax increment financing policy as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. And then we have one item on the reports and recommendations portion of the agenda this evening, and our Executive Director, Scott Neal, has this matter, and it is the potential adoption of Resolution 2022-11, setting the 2023 tax levy and adopting the 2023 operating budget for the HRA. Director Neal.
Thank you, Your Honor, and Mr. Chair. Approval of this resolution, number 2022-11, sets the 2023 tax levy and operating budget for the Housing and Redevelopment Authority for 2023. This budget has gone through the process of getting input from the HRA, from city council, from city staff. We had a public hearing on this proposed budget on December 6th. We had no comments that night. We've had no comments online at our Better Together Edina site. Staff recommend the approval of the increase from the current HRA levy of $237,300 to $244,400, an increase of $7,000. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions for Executive Director Neal with regard to the proposed resolution setting the 2023 tax levy and adopting the 2023 operating budget for the HRA? All right. Is there a motion to adopt Resolution 2022-11, which would set the 2023 tax levy and adopt the 2023 operating budget for the HRA?
So moved.
Commissioner Jackson moves.
Second.
Commissioner Staunton seconds the adoption of the Resolution 2022-11 as stated. Any further discussion? All those in favor of adoption of Resolution 2022-11, setting the 2023 tax levy and adopting the 2023 operating budget for the HRA, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. Any Executive Director comments?
No comments.
All right. Any HRA Commissioner comments? All right. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Jackson, second by Commissioner Anderson to adjourn the Edina Housing and Redevelopment Authority meeting for this Tuesday evening, December 20, 2022. Any further discussion? All those in favor of adoption of the motion and adjourn the HRA meeting on Tuesday, December 20, 2022, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Carried. HRA stands adjourned. See you next year.